So last weekend, I went over to my friend Brian's place for what was supposed to be a chill night of board games and pizza. As soon as I walked in, I noticed something was off. Every single item in the kitchen had a neat, professional-looking label: salt, pepper, oven, fridge, and, for some reason, Brian's secret chocolate stash: "Do not touch, Steve." I asked Brian what was up, and he just grinned and told me he'd gotten a label maker on sale and wanted to optimize his culinary workflow. I didn't mind, but it was a little unsettling to be told by a piece of tape that the countertop was, in fact, countertop. Things really started getting weird when I tried to pour myself some water. The cup said cup, the bottle said bottle, and the water pitcher was labeled H2O dispenser. Even the ice tray didn't escape, sporting a very optimistic frozen water storage solution. I thought Brian was going above and beyond, but then I noticed that the trash can was labeled formerly useful objects, and the recycling bin had future disappointments on it. I asked Brian if he was okay, and he replied, "I just wanted to make sure nothing is ambiguous in my life anymore." Fair enough. Halfway through the evening, Brian got up for a snack and spent a good 2 minutes searching the fridge, muttering, "Where did I put the cheese?" He finally found it behind a container labeled "Definitely Not Cheese," which turned out to be the cheese. Apparently, his labeling system had a few bugs. By the time we sat down to eat, I noticed he had even labeled the salt shaker sodium chloride and the pepper grinder future sneezes. I told him he might be taking things a bit far, but Brian just handed me a plate labeled "Steve's portion, do not touch, Brian," and said, "It's for your own good." But the best part was when I reached for the air above the stove and saw a label floating there, somehow taped between the cabinets, that read "Oxygen not included." I pointed at it and asked, "Brian, what happens if I breathe here?" He shrugged and said, "I guess that's the one thing I can't supply. So next time you hear me gasping for breath in his kitchen, don't worry, I guess it's just a case of mislabeled air."